Hello, it is May 28th, 2025. And so much happened today, I don't even know where to start. But first and foremost, I went to the zoo and I was going to go by myself, but my brother asked if he could come along, and I'm so glad he did because, as it turns out, it was quite an undertaking. And I may have been overshooting a little bit in trying to do it by myself, so I'm very glad he was there. It rained, and so, it wasn't an ideal day to walk around 19 acres of the zoo, but it was kind of good because I don't think I have 19 acres of walking in me. So it kind of worked out well. Um, Basically, we went and we got to see the penguins right off the bat because they're right in the front. Um, they redid the penguin exhibit and finished it in December, and I didn't know that, so it was really nice to get to see it in the nice weather. Um, the penguins didn't mind getting wet, so they were out there, and I got some nice video of it, and maybe I'll have some showing you right here. Um, and the other thing I really wanted to see was the gorilla exhibit because I love gorillas and all the great apes and primates and all of that. And we got to see a bunch of monkeys and apes and great apes and gorillas, and it was really neat. It was like when you're a little kid, those rooms seem so huge and they were so tiny. Not super tiny, like the walking area was small, but like the area where the gorillas were lovely. Um, but it was loud and there were a lot of children, and it was just so full of life and fun, and it was really cool. And like they had these ladies who were standing there, and they every couple of minutes they would give like lessons on the gorillas and talk about the family of gorillas that were there, and it was just so cool. And then as we were leaving, and this is kind of big, the virtual experience isn't like in a great big theater with set times. They just have, you know, five or six chairs, and you put on the VR headsets and you hang out and you watch it. Well, Rick and I were the only ones there. And when we get there, the VR chairs, it's one big step up, and then the chair is really tall. And at first, the inside, I was just like, "Oh, I'm not going to be able to get up there, and I'm not going to be able to do it." And I was like, "Well, let's try. There's nobody waiting, so let's give it a go." And I got up on the step, no problem, and I kind of turned around, getting all my stuff out of the way. And Rick gave me a little like heave ho with my foot, and whoop, and it was a little bit fun because the stuff on my legs, the way it is, it kind of like hooks over the side, so I can't scoot far back in a chair because the leg stuff gets in the way. And the guys, I said, "Are we going to do any barrel rolls or anything?" He goes, "No, but the chairs are going to move." So I was like, "Okay." So I held on really well, and I'm so glad I did it because it was such a cool experience. Um, I guess they filmed the gorillas like right where the camera, like they could touch the camera. So when it reached out, it was like, hello, like right there. And it was, and every time like they went over a landscape, they like flew and like would move the chair with it. And if the gorilla got angry, it would shake, and like it was just so cool. It was like two males fighting for dominance, and it was watching like that happen, and it was just cool. And I'm so glad that we got to do that. It wasn't the easiest thing to get up in there, but um, this was a day for pushing boundaries. And we walked, I don't know if you remember, like before my hip surgery, I would like my goal was to walk 800 to 1,000 steps a day. And by 1 o'clock this afternoon, I walked 9,100 steps. And whew, that's a lot of steps. And it was a lot, but I wasn't like worried about falling or like falling because of exhaustion. I'm always kind of worried about falling, but it was good. And there was cobblestones, and there were steps, and there were hills, and there were going down hills and up hills, and nothing huge. But for me, I had such a fear of falling that if it wasn't a straight line, I would have a lot of trouble with it. And here I did this, and it was raining, so it was a big deal. And I got to see my penguins and hang out with my brother. And it was just, oh, it was so wonderful. And I'm excited to go back when I'm a little bit more mobile. Um, but for our first try, I think we did pretty good. We definitely got our money's worth. And it was, It was so good to be back. And there will be a day where it won't rain and I will be spry and we will go see the elephants and the lions or something. But this was a very good first time. And I'm so, so grateful because 4 years ago, this wasn't even like a dream. This was like walking to the kitchen was a dream. And so to be able to do this, it's big. It's big. Okay, and the other big thing, while we were at the zoo, I got a call from the panniculectomy plastic surgeon doctor to schedule a surgery. And so we're going to have my two doctors, one for my hernia and one for my panniculectomy. I don't know, it's a big word, which is removing the stomach skin and removing my hernia. Both of them will be there on the same day, and it's going to be October 15th. So that means we have 5 months. And so we're just going to work really hard. And I would love to, as a goal, try to lose 50 pounds by then. That might be a little high, but we're going to try. We're going to see how far we can get because the further down I get, the better the results will be for the surgery. So, yeah. And I have a bunch of I have to go to see the anesthetologists to make sure that I'll be safe for the anesthesia because it's a longer surgery. My hip surgery was only, it was supposed to be an hour and a half, but I think it went 2 hours or 2.5 hours. This is longer. This could be longer because there's just a lot of skin. So there's a lot for him to do. So, yeah, it's a little bit more serious and we're trying to not be too scared because this is what we want. Like, this is what we've been working hard for the last 4 years almost. So, even though the idea of it is scary, this is the answer to a prayer. This is the answer to working really hard. This is the start, And then after this would be the legs and later on is, arms. But that's like I can walk around and have arms and, boobs and stuff going in weird directions. It doesn't really bother me. But the not being able to walk is what I really want to fix, and that's on the horizon now. So it was a big day. It was a very big day, and I'm very, very grateful for that I'm in the position that I can have this surgery. I'm grateful that I was in the position to have Rick come and take me to the zoo. I'm grateful that I live here, that I already have a chair for my, my recovery, and I have everything I need because I did a surgery already this year. So I just have to remember how scared I was for the other surgery and how unnecessary that fear was. So we're gonna get it's complex emotions. Like, I know I'm not happy and bubbly and I always try to give you my best face with stuff, but I do get scared. I do get kind of in my head. I do get depressed and I kind of struggle in and out with it. But um yeah, right now we're okay. I just had a banana and spinach milkshake with almond milk because I took a little nap after walking those 9,000 steps, and my body was like, "We are doing Charlie horses," and I was like, "No, no, please, no." So we got lots of potassium, and we're gonna hydrate really well before bed. So we're praying that we keep the pain at bay as much as possible. And I have tons of water to drink, so but yeah, I am exhausted. But it was a good day. It was a day of dreams coming true in more ways than one, and the future is going to be cool. So now we have a date to look forward to. For Halloween, I might be able to wear kind of a normal costume. Something that doesn't involve legs. Maybe a skirt of some kind. So, who knows? Life is going to be crazy, but I'm going to definitely keep you posted. Please pray for me as I'm trying to lose weight. We lost 20 pounds so far of the weight that we gained from the surgery. And so if we lose another 50 pounds, we'll be like right in kind of like a sweet spot for the surgery to go really well. So yeah, so that is the update. It was a heck of a day. We are very grateful. We are very tired, but we are very, very grateful. And yeah, I love my brother so much. He went above and beyond. He carried my bag for me. He because it was raining, he was like a Secret Service agent with like the umbrella. He would have it above me so that I wasn't getting wet. Oh, what did I have? I brought something so that I wouldn't uh, be in the rain, and I didn't end up bringing it in with me, and I'm glad because I think it would have been a little too much. But it's a hood. It's a hood. I don't know how much of this you can see, but it's a little hood with a fuzzy top and these two little things here. And you put the scarf around you. Oh. Oh, something like this. You put the scarf around you, and then you've got these, and you can put your hands in them, and then they're little mittens. Which, it was only 55, so this probably would have been overkill, but I wanted to keep my hair dry, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so you get to see it. No one else did. It also kind of blurs your vision, and I thought I wanted to be able to see where I was going to be safe. So this probably wasn't the play. In the future, though, we will find uses for this when it's cold, and it will be fine. Oh my gosh, by the winter, we could have a surgery date for the legs. One surgery at a time. One surgery at a time. Okay. I look like a mob boss. Okay. Oh, all right. Chrissy's exhausted. Chrissy's going to bed soon. But I love you so much. Thank you for the encouragement. Thank you for the well wishes. Um, I made sure to take a lot of pictures at the zoo, so I'll be sharing them. Uh, I just got to get some rest. But um, it meant so much to have so many people cheering me on for something that maybe seems small to other people, but for me was huge. And thank you for coming along with me in that. So, on to the next adventure. You guys ready for another surgery? And Christy hilariously overthinking every possible tiny thing. Or we'll try not to do that this time. We're getting practice. What do we do here? Here we go. We're getting practice. So by the leg thing, we won't even. But this weekend I'm getting new legs. Whatever. We're not there yet, though. All right. I love you so much. Have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later.